So I didn't post for 2 whole days, and I never know how to start a video like this, you know? I had intended to post yesterday, but everything went wrong. I started my morning off just on the wrong foot. And so let me explain. Every morning I like to drive for Lyft because there's like a $15 bonus if you do 3 rides, and you have to start your rides in between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. But, you know, that's all great if it works out, but I'm also dropping off kids in the morning, and I have 2 kids that go to middle school that I have to drop off, and they're not very solid on their schedule. So, you know, yesterday, with all of my good intents, by the time I got them dropped off at school, it was just all going wrong. You know, I was really just frustrated. I like to earn at least $25 in the morning because I can take that $25 and put it towards debt. And then I feel really successful. You know, I'm starting my day off just like, hey, I'm really winning. Didn't happen yesterday. And also, I had forgotten to charge the electric car the night before. So, you know, just a series of things that had gone wrong. And it was just, well, frankly, I was just pissed off. And no real reason to be. You know, it's not like it's not like someone died, or, you know, it's not like I lost $1,000 or anything like that, or, you know, my shed burned down. It's kind of stupid stuff. And I dropped the 2 girls off, got home, and then I had to go drop my other daughter off, and I was just kind of moping around a little bit. And generally, I would intend to record a video in the morning, and that day I just didn't. And also, there was work that I needed to do for a 12:30 meeting that day where I would present said work, and I should have done it earlier, and I was trying to do it the night before, but I realized I wasn't going to be able to focus, so I went to bed. And so past Steve was a bit of a butthead to future Steve in that case. I was just stressed that morning. Really stressed out, and was not feeling successful. And so my goal of posting every day what's happening in my life went to the wayside because I just, you know, I guess my commitment level to it was just interrupted. And yeah, what can you do? And so that really stressed me out. I did actually get everything done that I wanted to get done for that meeting. But I tell you what I realized is that stress definitely makes me eat. Because every day I've been fasting until 4 p.m. I did not fast until 4 p.m. yesterday. I was just eating. And it's like I needed to work, but I was too stressed out. And so what I would do is I would get up, walk away, find some food, munch on the food. And then, you know, in my head, I'm like, I'm eating because I'm anxious. I'm eating because I don't want to go focus on this work. So at some point I dragged myself I dragged myself to do the work because I had that meeting at 12:30. I had already pushed that meeting back a week. I couldn't push it again, especially on the day of the meeting. And I sat down and I did it. It worked out fine, and everyone was happy. And, you know, after that meeting, I felt like my day was going much better. And I even felt like I got quite a reasonable amount done for that day. But just starting the day out on the wrong foot really messed everything up. Excuse my constant cough. And so, honestly, we're halfway through today. It's 2:50, but we're just going to take a look at the to-do list because I think that's really important. So, you know, it's Friday, and Friday is money day. That's where Michelle and I get together and we discuss money. And so, you can see I have due allowances, and I'm just going to cross some of these off. We already did the allowances. We made the house payment. We dispersed the grocery budget. So we have a joint account, and then we each have our own personal accounts, and we take $150 and transfer it over, and that is grocery money for 2 weeks. We each have $150, so $300 for 2 weeks worth of groceries, which some people might think is a lot, and some people might think, how the hell are you buying enough groceries to feed a family of that size? But whatever. Dinner with Michelle to go over finances. We actually ended up doing lunch because we wanted to. And then choosing the meals for the week. I don't know. I'm actually probably going to do that on Sunday. I'm just going to move it over there. So, I've accomplished some things today. But those are things that have kind of happened because it's just what we do on a Friday. And I'm used to it. But if I come back down here to the things I should do now, you'll see I still have pretty much everything that was there. I never ended up getting out and burning up. I didn't end up getting outside to burn the trees and all of that stuff, you know. The night was a complete loss. And I still haven't looked at Michelle's tire. That car is sitting there with a flat tire. It is fully charged though. Canceling Roblox. I got an email that says, yeah, they've canceled this. So I actually get to click this and check it off. And I'm really happy because that is something that like wasn't really bugging me, but you know, it was taking $5 out of my account every month. And so I'm really happy to have crossed that off my list because it's something that I probably wouldn't have got to. I guess, you know, the kind of the major symptom of ADHD is something has to be screaming at you in your face for you to actually do it. Like, you know, doing that work before that meeting, right? This $5 coming out of my account, it could have come out of my account for the next 10 years, you know, but I fixed it. And there are other things I need to do there as well. Anyway, in 40 minutes time, I have to go pick up my daughter from school. And there really isn't very much going on for the rest of the day. It's Michelle's turn to make dinner today. I just don't have any plans. And I have a pretty clear looking day. And so I really have to decide what I want to do. I really... Let's sidetrack for a second here. Things I should do now. You'll see I added a new category in called actual tasks. And these actual tasks are based on the things I should do now. So checking out Michelle's car tire is obviously based on fix Michelle's car tire. I would say I'm going to change... Well, you know what? Like, honestly, check out Michelle's car tire. I'm going to actually cross that off because I did check it out. But I'm going to add a new task called remove Michelle's car tire, because that's really my next step, and I'm going to drag that into today. This evening I need to remove that tire, or wheel I guess, and I need to put it in my trunk so that it's ready to take to fix. Removing the broken window pane, I might get that done this weekend, but that's not a tonight thing. Emptying out the fire pit, yes, I want to do that tonight. I really want to get that done because I got so much stuff I want to burn, and the weather is getting cooler outside. So this is a great time to do it. Grinding out the broken tap from the white truck. I'm gonna... No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I might try and tape and mod the hallway a little bit. I feel like if I don't put any labor into that, that is never gonna get done. So that's it. That's my plan for the day. And there are other things I really want to do, right? Like... securing the rain guards to the house. I should already do that soon. And creating some drainage for the driveway. Ordering a giant battery from eBay. Definitely want to do that. I really want to get a gas dryer to replace the electric dryer downstairs. All of these things I'm constantly going through in my head. And I constantly think about them. And because I think about so many different things, pretty much everything down here I'm thinking about all the time, it's just this overwhelming sense of never being able to get any of it done. And so by prioritizing these 5 things on the left and then having these actual tasks that relate to the 5 things, I feel like I'm going to make progress. And I don't have to feel guilty or ashamed about the fact that the rain gutters are hanging off the house. Because I don't have the capacity to do that when I've got to do this. And that's just the way life is. And I don't think anyone ever taught me that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't have any responsibility, and I used to code. I would write code, and I would write code for hours and hours and hours and hours. But it didn't matter because I didn't have to pay bills. I didn't have to work. It just seemed like I had all the time in the world, and anything that I set my mind to, I could do. And theoretically, that is still possible. However, it's much harder when your time is being eaten up by all the other things that you have going on. So, yeah. I feel like I've rambled a lot for 9 minutes, but let's just get started with the rest of the day. Fingers crossed it's going to go well. All right, here we go. To that point of having things to focus on, sometimes I do get distracted. And recently, I bought this washer-dryer combo. Usually we have the kids do laundry downstairs, but this thing we put upstairs in this closet. It's only like 23.5 inches wide, so it's smaller than a normal washer. However, it's a washer dryer, so you oh, the cat is visiting me. So you turn it on, and then you see this time save option. You set it on to like, well, whatever, normal, and then you throw your laundry in, close it, press start, and it will wash the clothes, and then it will dry them without you having to swap them over, and then you have your dry clothes ready. So we thought this would be perfect for the kids. These are like $1,500 brand new, and I got this for $200. I had to drive 2 hours to get it and then 2 hours back. And it wasn't on my list of things to do. It was something that I wanted to do, and I just couldn't give up the deal, for $200. It's really cool as well because it just runs on a standard 110 outlet, and it needs water and a drain because it doesn't, unlike a typical dryer where it's pumping the air outside, this has a condenser. And I guess somehow it must, kind of like an air conditioner, it must have like a hot side and a cold side, picks up the heat, and then collects the water and just pumps it out. So this is a really cool machine. I don't know how well it's going to work. The people that that have bought these and have written reviews seem to really like them. Anyway, I've got to run water and drainage to it, but when I get that, I will include it in one of these videos. I'm pretty excited about it. I am at the school again. I'm waiting for my daughter. She should be around soon. How's your day at school?
Good.
Good? All right. Sweet. Do you have a question?
Can we go to Dollar Tree?
Sure. What do you want to get at Dollar Tree?
Where?
No, what do you want to get?
Sticky notes and tape.
Sticky notes? Sticky notes and tape? All right, cool. Well, let's go look. All right, Katie.
We went to the Dollar Tree, and there was a sign that says closed till this Saturday.
Yep, that sucks. We're going to go to Five Below instead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Five Below won't let us down. The skulls of my enemies. Just $2. Five Below is such an interesting store because it's really a version of Dollar Tree or the dollar stores that kind of takes into account the fact that sometimes people want kind of cheap stuff, but they're okay with spending a little bit more money. For example, if you buy a charge cord from the Dollar Tree, it's going to be pretty bad quality, whereas these charge cords, which you can see they're going to cost around $5, they're clearly a higher quality, and they would probably last you. And then because of that, difference in pricing, they're able to offer a much better variety of products, which are much more interesting. Even the toys, all the toys at Dollar Tree are just plastic crap, whereas, well, I guess this is plastic as well, but, I think a kid's going to be more excited about what's here. And look, here's actual board games for $5. That's pretty crazy. And Dollar Tree, well, they raised their price recently to $1.25, so the name doesn't even work anymore. Oh, these are cool. They're like tree drinking bottles. Buy Five Below.
Bye.
Okay, what'd you buy?
I got this.
Scissors.
Yellow, and then I got these.
More scissors. Why'd you get 2 pairs of scissors?
Just in case.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then I got this pencil sharpener.
Uh-huh.
I got this scotch tape.
All right. Why didn't you get 2 pencil sharpeners? Silly
And
question.
then I got this.
Oh, thanks. I'll take that.
Stop, there's no
So what you making?
Sausage and broccoli and cheese.
Sausage, broccoli, and cheese.
Sometimes I add corn on the top of this.
Yeah. Is that like spicy sausage or normal sausage? All right.
And all the kids will actually eat this.
Yep, even Everly.
Even up.
Sweet.
And the sausage is like $3.50 for one of these, and
That's not bad.
broccoli was like $1 for a bag.
Yeah, so probably less than $10 total.
Yeah.
We're feeding 8 people.
About, yeah.
Nice.
Maybe seven tonight.
Yeah. I checked on Uber, and there's some surge pricing going on right now, and I don't have much else to do, so I'm gonna go and well, give some people some rides, make a little money. So I did a couple of rides, and like $17. It was kind of surging, and you know, the thing is if you take the opportunity, you can earn money. And $17 doesn't sound like much, but if you take $17 and take that over 100 days, which is 1 in 3 days of the year, that is $1,700. That's a lot of money. That could pay off some debts, or it could, you know, be the difference between not going to a water park or going to a water park. And it kind of gets me to thinking, you know, this is like a different way for me to operate. I'm so used to buying things on credit and getting things before I can afford them. And it makes me realize how unhealthy that is. Like, for example, this electric car that I own, this was about 10 grand. It's a 2015 Nissan Leaf. It has 80 miles of range, and I could go out and buy a much more expensive electric car or something like that really nice Ford Mustang in front of me, but I'm going to be paying 20, 30, 40 grand for something like that. And why? Like, I already shouldn't be borrowing the money. The only difference is that, you know, I can borrow the money and buy it and pay a lot for it, or I can just say to myself, no, you don't need that right now. And, you know, telling yourself no is a healthy thing. And save the money up if you want it that bad. It's kind of a different concept that, you know, at the age of 37, I feel like I'm just learning. And there are so many people out there that have really nice vehicles with really horrible loans. I think we have to get away from that as a culture. And I don't know if we ever will, but just some food for thought, I guess. This mess is really bothering me, but yesterday when I was in my little grump, or whatever you want to call it, well, this charger had stopped working, I think, because the cord got messed up, and I took it apart and I shortened the cord. It used to be like 25 foot long. I shortened it and you know, re-crimped it, and now it's only, I don't know, 6 foot long. But anyway, it now works reliably. So that's cool. I saved myself probably $200 because I didn't have to buy a new one. One of my kids asked for a chore, so I told him I'd give him $5 to mow the grass. And there she is working hard now. She doesn't even know I'm recording her. Let's see if she notices. Is she gonna notice? Is she gonna notice? She hasn't noticed yet. She's oblivious. It's hilarious. Anyway, I gotta get started on these tasks, otherwise I might never get them done. It's like 5:30ish. So I'm gonna start with Michelle's wheel. I'm gonna reverse it because the wheel is in the dirt right now. Jack it up and take it off and stick it in my trunk so I can hopefully take it out tomorrow and get a new tire on there, and then we won't have to keep driving the Sebring, which costs a fortune in gas. So let's take a look. I really like my electric car, but Michelle's is the same, but the interior is black, and oh man, I just think it looks so much sleeker, you know. Also, I like the fact that there's not a touchscreen. You just have nice controls like that. Interestingly, when I press the start button right now, it's saying the key is not detected. And well, we never used to have these problems, but here's the key. It's one of those proximity ones. Anyway, you see that little symbol? It says put it up to the start, to the start button. So if you put it up against there, there's a coil in there that activates it. So even if the battery's dead, it can get power. And da-da, it has turned on. Check the tire pressure. Yeah, I will. Let's go backwards a little bit. Oh boy, this is rough. Gonna creep past him slowly. Woo! All right, so that's good. I'm gonna jack it up and get it off, and then we'll be done with this task. Total side note, but I planted these flowers this year, and I also put these bulbs at the back. These were supposed to grow like 48 to 50 inches tall, and they're not even like 24 inches yet. But you know, it's cool because they are at least growing, and so next year, after we get through the winter, they'll start growing again, and maybe they'll actually flower this time. And all this grass and crap wasn't here before. It looks much prettier. But you know, I'm starting to figure it out. Unfortunately, there's a woodchuck. I think it's a woodchuck. I don't know. Something big keeps coming through and eating my flowers. And I think I have a little video from the other day. I'll show you guys. Hang on. He's eating my things. So yeah, I really need to get rid of that guy because he keeps digging through my grass, you know, leaving loose soil everywhere. Well, I have a problem because the jack is too tall for the jack point because the tire is flat. I'm gonna have to find a different spot to jack it up in. All right, here's my plan. I've got it right up against it. I'm just gonna try and lift the car and push it under. I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's worth a shot, right? Oh, that didn't work. That sucks. Melody, can you give me a hand real quick? Can you give me a hand real quick?
What?
Can you give me a hand real quick? Yeah. I'm gonna try and lift the car as high as I can, and I want you to just get it so that thing's in the middle of that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Got it? Ha! I am strong. Are you gonna try and jack it up? All right, let's give it a shot.
I'm kind of.
Hey, it works.
How far do you want to lift it?
Hmm?
How far do you want me to lift it?
Ah, keep going. Oh, hang on a sec. Just wait. Let me go. Let me go put the brakes on. Woo. Okay, keep going. Cool. Yeah, that's probably enough. That wheel is a little off the ground, but the most important thing is that that wheel is off the ground, right? Oh yeah. All right, let's get swap this out. I'm frustrated because I can't find any long impact sockets that are the right size, and so like this 22 kind of fit, but not really. So I feel like I'm gonna try this 3/4 and this 18 and see if either of those fit, but these are 3/8 drive, which means I can't use the impact driver. Oh man, that's frustrating. This is why you just have to have like one step, because if you try to do everything at once, you'll just get so frustrated and you'll have no wins, you know. Instead of walking around the other way, I'm just gonna try it down here. Nope. Gosh dang it. All right, we tried a 3/4 and we tried the 18. I'm gonna take the 19 and the 21, and I'm gonna take that 7/8. We're gonna see if any of those fit, but these aren't long, so I don't know that they're really gonna work, but they are 1/2 inch drive, so that's kind of nice. All right, let's try the 7/8. Way too loose. This is the 21. That feels pretty nice. This is the 19. Way too small. Okay, so it's got to be the 21. And actually, it's not impact rated, but it does look like it can actually get on the thing. Let's try it. Oh dang! It actually works. This tool makes everything so much quicker. Dude, sweet. Oh my God. Aha, the glory is mine. Yeah, it looks like it probably hit a curb, because that's definitely not like a straight knife cut or anything, so that's good. All right, Taya, I'll see you tomorrow. This kid is working super hard, and it's hot out here too, but she's been cutting and raking it as well. I told her that I would pay her $5 for doing this, but honestly, she's been doing it for a while, and she's doing, you know, she's putting a little extra effort in. So maybe I'll give her 10. We'll see. I ended up giving her $7.50 because she spent 45 minutes on it, and I usually pay the kids about $10 an hour. And she did a good job. She's gotten much better at cutting the grass, which is really cool because that means I don't have to do it. I should add these shoes to my to-do list. What are you guys doing? Yeah? You want to be in my video? Too late, you're already in it. Oh. What are you painting?
We're painting
A box?
Yeah,
That's not a box.
it kind of
It's a cylinder.
cylinder.
All right, goodbye.
Okay.
All right, well, this is the modding that I need to do. And I really need to push myself to do it. I'm not in the mood to do it at all, but if I don't do some now, it's just not gonna get done. This is one of those, you know, things you have to do every day to progress. I was thinking I was ready for tape, but there's a lot of holes I just kind of want to fill in with mud. So I'm just gonna do that right now. All right, I definitely think that is a little better, but I'm gonna let that dry and I'll come back to it tomorrow. For the observant among you, you will notice that the color of my t-shirt has changed. And that is because after mudding last night, I ended up taking one of the kids out to a movie. We watched Bullet Train. And that didn't end till like 10:40 at night. And so by the time I got home, it was like 11. And the only thing left on my to-do list was to go clean out the fire pit. And it was super dark outside. And so that was pretty much the end of my night. I ended up going to bed and decided that I would just continue getting stuff done today, on Saturday. And so that's pretty much the end of this video. And I'm actually just going to start a new one right after this, I guess. But I'm obviously ending this. So thanks for watching. It ended up much shorter than I thought it would. But I guess in editing, we'll see how long it really is. All right, guys. See you in the next one.